Today we want to thank the Senator not only for his tireless efforts for all federal employees, but specifically for his leadership and his success in passing legislation into law this January for the burn pits registry. This law will benefit thousands of LIUNA members, many of whom are in this room today. This new bill is going to create a registry for new service members and veterans who were exposed to toxic chemicals and fumes from the open-air burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan. This union represents over 5,000 National Guard dual status technicians, but countless more who are our construction brothers and sisters and work elsewhere in the union that are in the Guard and Reserves that have been affected are going to benefit from this new law. We're very proud, too, that this union is part of the inspiration. One of our members is part of the inspiration for the burn pits registry. If it was not for Jessey Baca of Local 1636 and his wife Maria, who keeps saying I'm not allowed to talk about her, but that is impossible because she is amazing as well, we wouldn't have this law. And it was through Jessey and Maria's tireless efforts for over a year and for Senator Udall listening, which not enough members of Congress always do, that this law got introduced. Senator Udall listened to the concerns and he got this bill passed. LIUNA wants to thank Senator Udall for his tremendous efforts on the burn pits legislation and for supporting our federal workers every day. So with that, I'm proud to introduce Senator Tom Udall.
Danielle, thank you very much for that very, very nice introduction. And let me just, at the beginning here, thank LIUNA. I mean, you all are out there on the front every day, working in your capacities that you do, helping people, helping move us forward. And I want to tell you one thing. When it comes to this sequester, there's nothing worse than having a policy in place that's an arbitrary policy. It's across-the-board cuts. It doesn't take into consideration the kinds of personal things that you know and understand. And we're doing everything we can to try to make this. We've already put forward one proposal, but and it was voted down, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep coming back and saying the approach to this has to be balanced. It has to take into consideration people, and it has to take into consideration the service that they're giving to this country. But I'm really here more than anything. Danielle gave me, and Terry isn't here, right?
Unfortunately, wasn't here.
He isn't here, but I just want to say that to all of your leadership, I very much appreciate the award you're giving me and all the accolades you're giving me. But really, to me, this is about listening to two of my constituents and getting in touch with them and what they've been through, and trying to take an idea, a feeling about something, and put it into action. And Jessey and Maria, Master Sergeant, I call him Master Sergeant Jessey Baca. And Jessey served this country, like many of you are doing, and he discovered after his service over in Iraq and when he came home that he was having some health issues. And they searched and they went through many, many things to try to figure out exactly what was happening. They were getting conflicting advice. And when they determined what it was, then they decided not to just deal with themselves, but to reach out to everybody and say, we're going to make the case for everyone that these burn pits need to be scrutinized. They need to be looked at in a way they've never been looked at before. And we need to try to make sure that every person who's been exposed is in a registry so that there can be research, so that doctors can look at it, so that they can be examined, and we can find out exactly what happened. So I wouldn't have done this unless they told me their story. And Maria, I'll never forget that phone call with you and with Master Sergeant Jessey Baca there. We were talking on the phone, they were describing it, and I said, you know, this is something that has to be taken care of. And so we worked. You came back here. They sat with me when I was testifying in front of the Veterans Affairs Committee. We got it out of the committee. Both houses got the same bill. We got it up to the president, and it was a wonderful example of constituents stepping forward and saying, you know, we need some help here. We need a law in place that's going to protect our men and women who serve, and we need a law that really reaches out to everybody and says, let's take care of the men and women who have served us, who deserve, when they've served us, we have to be serving them. And that's really where I'm coming from on this. So Master Sergeant Jessey Baca, you are my hero. You are my hero. You know, and some of the language here may sound like I did great things, but when it really comes down to it, you are my hero. And these New Mexicans that serve with you, that are here in the room, they work very hard and make a huge contribution. And all of you, I very much appreciate what you've done. So thank you, and thank you, Maria, and I'll turn it back over to Danielle.
We do have a little presentation. We have a plaque for you, and I'll just read the language. It's that the Laborers International Union of North America awards this plaque to Senator Tom Udall for his exceptional support for working men and women, and especially federal employees. So, Senator, thank you very much. Our next honoree tonight this is a new thing for us, that those of you who have been to our LIUNA Federal Employee Lobby Week before know, we always want to thank members of Congress, like Senator Udall, who do the right thing for us. We want to say thank you publicly to them. But this year we thought it was equally as important, no offense, Senator, maybe even more important, to really honor one of our own members. And so we are incredibly proud to have Jessey Baca and his wife Maria here tonight so we can publicly say thank you for all that you've done. Jessey's a member of Laborers Local 1636 in New Mexico with the New Mexico Air National Guard. He first joined the Navy in 1977 and after 4 years joined the Air National Guard. He became a National Guard technician in 1984 and joined the Union right around that time. So he's been a Union member for a couple of years now, Jessey. Okay, Jessey gave me his job title, and I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. Jessey is a multi-integrated electronic technician, and he'll have to explain to me what that is, but I know it's like really cool stuff he does back home on machines. After Jessey returned back from his most recent tour in Iraq in 2010, when he was Union eligible again, he joined LIUNA. In February of 2011, Jessey and Maria approached the senator to ask them to introduce this burn pits legislation that would help their family, but numerous other families across the country. And I think this is an important point, that obviously this bill will help Jessey, and that's important. It will help Maria, and that's important. But their selflessness in always giving credit, if you've talked to them this week or before, they always give credit to every other family they've worked with. And we as the union like to think of ourselves as a family, and I will say I am so incredibly proud that I have a brother and a sister in my union like them. This is why we do what we do. LIUNA's motto is feel the power, and I think we all feel the power of the Baca family here with us tonight. And so with that, we'd love for Jessey to say a few words, and then we'll give you a little practice.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the honor that you've given us. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Ben, for bringing this to light. Thank you, Senator. Words can't describe what the doors you've opened for us. And Matt, what we said and the language, the way I could have never said it the way you said it. And it just opened doors, made it so clear for all of us to understand. The 10 families that started this a few years ago, there's 5 of us left now. And hopefully the 5 that are left will last quite a long time. But the only message I can leave for all of us, or for you guys, it's imperative of any of your people that are sick, think they're sick, possibly could get sick, however you want to look at it. A lot of us, how could I say on the guard, this is how we do things. It's not true. They need to sign up with a VA. They need to do their line of duty, or in short, an LOD. This will protect them. Too many of our guys are falling through the cracks. And in our situation, it's so easily to get lost. And there's no coming back. There's guys out there hurting because they're either given bad advice, bad decision, uninformed decision, whatever the case may be. What I did as a master sergeant that I've been trained to do all these years is take care of your guys. And that's what I did. That was my motivation to step forward. But more importantly, I did the 20, but my wife did the 80. She's the one that stayed up the nights filling this out. She's the one who called the senator. For a while there, I didn't have the energy just to even put my shoes on. And I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. She didn't even hesitate. Jumped up and jumped all over it, found the connections, found the language, found the guts and the determination to go forward. And this is where we ended up, and it's awesome. I still can't believe how quickly it went through. And everybody jumped on the same page, and here we are. But the biggest thing now is we can't let it die down. We gotta keep on fighting, keep on going forward. We've got a huge door that opened. Now it's time to get everybody and get them through the door as quickly as possible. So it's imperative, get your people to sign up. And I'll tell you what, it's been a good ride. I'm hoping to retire very soon now. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. The experience has just been incredible. Some people ask me, would I do it again? I said, I would do it again. It was given us a good life. I was able to send my kids to college. It gave them good weddings, a good living. Not a rich living, but a good living. And I'm very thankful for that. So I don't know what else to say on this part, but I'm not a person that talks too much, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
Jessey as well, we want to give to him, and I'll just read it. It says, LIUNA awards this plaque to Jessey Baca, should say Maria as well, she won't let me, member Local 1636 with the New Mexico National Guard for his exceptional service to his country and to his union. Thank you, Jessey.
Look right here, please.
We have one more thing for Jessey as well. And again, Jessey, you have to eat a lot tonight at the reception to fit into this. We're going to hold you to that. So we have a shirt for you as well, signed by all of our brothers and sisters in the room today. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Maria, get up here and give me a hug at least. Okay, I think that's how we should leave it. So I'm just going to say thank you again to the Bacas, thank you to Senator Udall, and thank you for all of you. And just enjoy the rest of your night. And I know you're going to go home feeling even more inspired to do what we all do because of what you heard tonight. So thank you.